Chinese weightlifting. Hi, Scotty. Here I'm going to help you to improve your snatch numbers by making this little adjustment. And also, by making this simple adjustment, you will have a smoother and more solid snatch, which will lead to heavier numbers and healthier joints in your lifting career. The adjustment is get rid of shrug. Yes, I know, because shrug is an internationally used cue for new beginners, because you heard a lot of time that your coaches say, shrug and the elbows up. That's a huge misunderstanding about Olympic weightlifting coaching, and in my own opinion, I think it's incorrect. Here I'm going to tell you why. Here I'm going to show you what's really happening in the snatch. I'm going to break the snatch movement into two phases. First one is the pulling and the second one is catching. I'm going to explain to you what's really happening in these two phases with your shoulder and the elbows and what might be happening if you shrug. Firstly, let's come to the pulling phase. What's really happening in the pulling phase in the snatch is when we pull your elbows and to lift your shoulder blades rotate upwardly. So it's like your elbow tilting your shoulder blades, your scapula outward, like in that way. So you can see his elbow become really, really high. What happens if you shrug? When you shrug, there is shoulder impingement there. Your upper arm bone gonna stuck with the AC joint. And then if you want to shrug, sorry, you cannot do that. It's already stuck there already. So you cannot. It's extremely hard for you to get at high elbows, which means you cannot pull the bar really, really high. Lift your elbows up and then rotate your scapula outwardly and upwardly. That's what's happening in the snatch pull. As you can see, in the correct snatch pull, the lifter's elbows rotating upwardly really high and then leading the scapula rotating upward in the same direction. But if you do it wrong, if you shrug, you're gonna stuck your upper arm bone in the AC joint and you're gonna lose the height of your elbows and also the momentum. So you become stuck in the halfway and very slow. Then let's come to the catching phase. In the catching position of snatch, because when you pull, your upper arm rotate upward and outwardly, and then the scapula follows. It doesn't come down anymore, okay? So it rotates upward and then forward a little bit for the scapula can be able to attach to the ribs solidly, and then being able to hold the bar, the forearms must be rotated inwardly so your palm your fingertips can grab the bar. That's it. So if you shrug, the shoulder blades come off the ribs. You're gonna lose the stability from the whole skeleton and all the pressure gonna land on the shoulder joint itself. See, it's a golden triangle. All the weight come down through the bones to the scapula to the floor. We are relying on something called postural strength rather than you shrug it up and rely on just two shoulder joints. So if you are doing it right in a catching position, your scapula rotate externally and forwardly, your upper arm rotate externally, the forearms rotate internally, and then the elbows ended up pointed outward. At this time, all the weight comes down through your skeleton into the floor, into the ground. But if you shrug, all the pressure gonna be ended in your elbows or your shoulder joints. So if you keep on practicing the catching position like this, you may end up with very tight shoulders because you are using them every day, or shoulder impingement, or upper back pain. As you can see in this video, in Dengwei's catch position, her scapula are resting tightly on her ribs, creating strong support for the barbell. And from there, Her upper arms are rotated externally to further reinforce this structure. Her forearms are rotated internally to help with the more natural wrist position. Her elbow point outward as a result. Here I'm going to give you a few effective cues to help you to make the improvement in the snatch. First one, for the pulling. I'll use the cue of deep drive and then bounce your elbows up. So it's your elbows leading your shoulder up. But something you need to pay attention, firm hands, not grab it tightly. There are two things. I just want the firm hands, shoulder relaxed. And then when you drive down, the power bounce back, gonna just bounce your elbows up, leading your shoulder up. If you don't believe it, try to imagine the whipping. It's the same thing. Okay, let's do it. Deep drive. Okay, elbows, relax your shoulder and just like get your elbows up. Deep drive. Good. Remember the power gonna bounce your elbows up coming from your feet. Go, let's do it again. Deep drive. And for catching position, I would ask my athlete to still firm hands, number one. Relax the shoulders. Focus on upper arms, external rotation, leading the shoulder blades all the way up. Okay, so deep catch, go. Okay, I'll ask them to rotate their upper arm externally. And forearms automatically gonna rotate inward, and you're gonna see their elbow point outwardly. So that's something when you do to ride, and what it may seem happens, though all the power goes through there. Firm hands, shoulder relaxed, upper arms leading your shoulder blades externally rotated. That's the key. I know it's something new for you all, and you may not buy this, but at least you can try. If you believe in what I'm coaching here, I recommend you to start from very lightweight or just the barbell. Practice until the technique gets perfect. Don't worry if it ends with awkward snatch at the beginning. We all did it. With more practicing, and then you get heavy and keep yourself safe with the training. If you find this video helpful, please give us a like. If you have any other questions about snatch or lifting problems, do let us know in the comment section. And if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe our channel and you won't be missing any upcoming videos. Venus weightlifting, Chinese weightlifting. It's Gabby. I'll see you next time.